What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band The Black Dahlia Murder, entitled Everblack. This is released on Metal Blade Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Detroit, Michigan, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, Gothenburg-esque style of melodic death metal. Yeah, what is there to say about the Black Dahlia Murder that hasn't already been said of many, many times over by many other people? This has been a band that has really established themselves to be one of the most popular and well-known bands when it comes to modern metal and current-day death metal. I mean, I can also say that this is a band that definitely served as a gateway band for me to get into more lesser known and maybe even better bands. I owe a little bit of something to the Black Dahlia Murder for that. But yeah, this is one of the most consistent bands in current death metal, considering that every album they've put out, they've displayed themselves in many different styles. Unhallowed and Miasma were definitely the growing stages for this band, for me at least. And then we get to Nocturnal, where we see the true showcase of what the Black Dahlia Murder are really about. Just so much awesome stuff going on with that album. It is probably one of my favorite albums of theirs. From both musically and lyrically, that's an album I definitely consider amazing. Even the stuff that followed after. Deflorate, I thought was a fantastic, and Ritual from 2011, that album was sensational, both on a musical lyric, not both, musically, lyrically, and visually. Just their thought processes, ideas to do something completely different, I thought it paid off tremendously, and I still consider it one of the best albums of 2011. But yeah, these guys are consistent musicians. They consistently put out albums. They always tour. These guys are death metal supporters, just metal supporters in general. These guys definitely are fans of music themselves, and they definitely showcase that in their music and as people. Now we have their sixth full-length album entitled Everblack. It's 10 tracks, and it clocks in at around 44.5 minutes. And from the minute you get to the opening track, In Hell Is Where She Waits For Me, you realize there's something new being brought to the table. And by that, there's a bit of a new lineup. There's a new bass player and a new drummer. I'll get to them in just a second, but let's get started off with the guitar work on here. It's pretty much Black Dahlia Murder business as usual when it comes to the guitar work. Brian continues to showcase his skills as an incredible songwriter and guitar player. His riffs are just fantastic. And the inclusion of Ryan Knight into this band definitely brought out a newer kind of nuance for this band, and it definitely showcases itself here. I mean, songs like Goat of Departure, Raped in Hatred by Vines and Thorn, just some great, memorable riffs to be heard on those tracks. I really enjoy the riff work that's being done here. Very hard-hitting, very crunchy, very gritty, and the melodies are good. The solo work is solid. There's not really a dull moment to be heard on this album as far as when it comes to the guitar solos. You're going to hear a bunch of them throughout this album. Might even tire you at some point, but still, if you enjoy what the Black Dahlia Murder do, you'll definitely have some fun with the way the guitar riffs are being handled here. Bass-wise, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's either Goratory. Yeah, I think the bassist that was in this band used to play for bands like Despised Icon and Goratory. And yeah, he does sensational work here. I really enjoy this bass tone. It is very much audible and clear. I definitely like the way that it's mixed and mastered into this album, and it definitely showcases itself very well here. I love this bass guitar tone. Very nice and very it complements this band's music style very well. Even when you hear them together, the guitar and the bass together, it definitely is very well blended and very well executed. Um, Drum wise, they got a new drummer. Obviously, I know when people found out that Shannon Lucas wasn't going to be playing with the Black Dahlia Murder, a lot of people were disappointed and bummed out. But I wanted to give this album a chance, and I've seen some of the live footage with the new drummer, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I couldn't wait to hear recorded material with this new guy, Alan Cassidy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he does some incredible drum work here, and definitely does justice to the previous kind of drum styles that you would hear on Black Dahlia Murder releases. Everything that you would normally expect from a Black Dahlia Murder drum performance is definitely executed and played well here. Great double bass and blast beats, nice rolls and fills, the tom hits, the kick, snare, all of that just sounds very good. It's pretty much different from what you would normally expect, but still, it's done in the kind of Black Dahlia Murder way you would normally expect. I really enjoy this guy's drum performance, and he definitely brings something vitalizing to this album. Definitely, even to later songs like Blood Mine and Their Beloved Absentee. Just some great drum styles to be heard. Even the closing track, Map of Scars. Just some great elaborate drum work to be heard on those tracks. And now we get to the vocals. I love Trevor. Trevor is a fantastic vocalist, an outstanding frontman, and probably one of the most charismatic people when it comes to extreme music. And so cool as hell, too. And here with Everblack, he continues on the same kind of pathway that he did with his vocals. Of course, you would know Trevor for his very raspy, kind of high-pitched screams, his wails. They just sound fantastic. I love that about his vocal style. Definitely manic and maniacal. I love that. And his lows are so good too. I enjoy his low style vocals. Guttural, but very much understandable. You can definitely pick up what he's trying to say and how he delivers it. This guy's vocal style is just something completely unique, and I enjoy the hell out of it. And now I get to the best part of this entire album for me, and that is the lyrics. I mean, I thought the lyrics on Ritual were pretty badass, but here on Everblack, I definitely think Trevor tops himself 100,000% here. The lyrics on this album are just so fantastic. I mean, tracks like Goat of Departure and Raped in Hatred by Vines and Thorn definitely showcase the horror film influence that this band definitely takes up. I mean, of course, Raped in Hatred by Vines and Thorn is definitely Evil Dead worship. You can definitely pick that up with this track. Even to Phantom Limb Masturbation. Just some incredibly elaborate lyrics going on with that track. It is fantastic and it's entertaining. To even Every Rope a Noose. Just some incredible, detailed lyrics going on. I mean, I respect Trevor not only as a vocalist, but also as a lyric writer. This guy can create some very memorable lyrics, and he definitely does justice here with this new record. So overall, I think this is another amazing album from the Black Dahlia Murder. I don't know if I liked it as much as I did Ritual, because I love the shit out of Ritual, but Everblack is something I will definitely be listening to a lot. It's very deep, it's very twisted, it's very entertaining, and definitely, this is a definite fun record for me to listen to. So if you're a fan of Black Dahlia Murder, I definitely urge you to give it a shot. Who knows? I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, then what else can I say? At least I gave you my thoughts on it. So, if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I definitely would have to say the opening track, In Hell Is Where She Waits For Me, Goat of Departure, very memorable chants going on with that track. Raped in Hatred by Vines and Thorn, Phantom Limb Masturbation, and Their Beloved Absentee. You can pick this album up pretty much anywhere. Order it through indie merch. You can see this big, gigantic 6x2 flag that I put up just for this review. Don't worry, the posters are going to be right back. I just wanted to put it up for this review. I have it hung somewhere else. So I just wanted to show you what you could get. Shirts, armbands. I know they're going to be playing the Vans Warped Tour. Seems like a weird tour for them to play on, but I definitely think they are one of the very best bands to be on that tour. One of the only best bands to be on that tour, in my opinion. So if you're going to that show, definitely try to make it out to see them. They are worth it. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Everblack by the Black Dahlia Murder. This is released on Metal Blade Records. Check this out, and I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Great, great album. I love the Black Dahlia Murder. They do not let me down. I hope you enjoy it too, so if you've heard it, let me know what you think. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armio out.